Your mind has a vulnerability. Right now, you think you're free. You think every choice is your own. But the scary part, most of the time, you're being manipulated, and you still think you're the one in control. This isn't about basic persuasion. It's not about winning people over. These are 7 extreme manipulation tactics. They bypass your defenses entirely. Friedrich Nietzsche spent his life studying power. He realized the most dangerous control is never obvious. It hides behind love, logic, or even your own ideas. That's what makes it terrifying. This video will expose those tactics. I shouldn't be saying this publicly, but you need to know how to protect yourself. 1. The false choice trap. They give you 2 options, option A or option B. You weigh them, you choose one, and you feel proud of your decision. But the truth? Both paths lead to the exact same outcome, the outcome they wanted. Either way, you lose. Nietzsche once wrote that the illusion of freedom is more effective than chains. A manipulator doesn't give you power. They give you the feeling of power. Meanwhile, they quietly take away your real options. Your boss asks, "Do you want to work overtime tonight or tomorrow morning?" The trap? You've completely lost the option to say no. That's the false choice trap. They don't force you. They redirect you. And there's no one easier to control than someone on a leash who still thinks they're free. 2. The gratitude debt. They do a favor. They give you a gift or show sudden kindness. You feel warm and grateful. But then one day, the invoice arrives. After everything I've done for you. Nietzsche noted that false generosity is the most clever form of ownership. A manipulator never gives for free. They are investing. Every helpful act is a deposit, and they plan to cash it out with interest. It's not kindness, it's a debt trap, and you can't refuse it. Society will judge you. They will say, "They did so much for you. How can you be so ungrateful?" So you pay? Not with money. You pay with obedience, with silence, and with your own self-respect. 3. Sudden coldness. They are there, warm and attentive. They text first. They remember the little things. You start to let your guard down. You start to trust. Then, without warning, they vanish. No explanation. No fight. Just silence. Your mind goes into a tailspin. What did I do wrong? Why are they cold? In that panic, you forget to even evaluate them. You forget to ask if they're good for you. You just want them back. It's like Skinner's pigeon experiment. When fed randomly, sometimes yes, sometimes no, the pigeons went crazy. They pecked the button obsessively. The sudden coldness turns you into that pigeon. You are desperately begging for attention. Nietzsche pointed out that the greatest power isn't presence, it's absence. The one who is willing to walk away controls the relationship. This tactic targets your fear of abandonment. Once that fear is triggered, you'll accept almost any condition, just to make it stop. 4. Radical agreement. You share a dream or a plan? They agree instantly. Brilliant, you're completely right. You think you found a soulmate, but Nietzsche warned that the most dangerous enemy is the one who always agrees. Agreement disarms you. It makes you open the gates. Once inside, the editing begins. Great idea, but let's tweak this part. Soon, your original dream is completely replaced by their agenda. That's not support. That's assimilation. 5. Admitting fault to avoid fixing it. Your partner says, "I know I'm bad at communicating." You soften. At least they are self-aware. But next week, they disappear for 3 days. You want to bring it up, but they snap, "I already told you I'm bad at this." You're left standing there. You have no leg to stand on. Your friend is always late. Every time they say, "I'm always late. That's just who I am." They laugh. You laugh too. But you still wait. This time, next time, always. Nietzsche called this the morality of performance. They admit the flaw, not to fix it. They do it to take away your right to criticize. How can you blame someone for something they've already admitted? If you bring it up, you look petty. So the behavior continues. It is shielded by self-awareness. An apology without change is just a license to repeat. 6. The praise trap. Your partner is texting their ex. You want to confront them. But they say, "You're not the jealous type. That's what I love about you." So you swallow your anger, not because it's gone, but because you're terrified of losing the perfect label they just pinned on you. Your mother says, "You're the strong one in this family." From that moment, you aren't allowed to cry. You aren't allowed to ask for help or be tired. Your boss says, "You're so professional," not like the others who complain. From that moment, you aren't allowed to push back on unpaid overtime. Nietzsche realized the most effective cage has no bars. It's built of compliments. By giving you a beautiful image to maintain, they hand you a cage. You aren't controlled by threats. You're controlled by the fear of losing their high opinion of you. So, you lock yourself in. 7. The convenient crisis. You decide to break up. You've rehearsed the words. Today is the day. Right on cue, they call. Their voice is shaking. "My parents were just rushed to the ER. I don't know what to do." And you stay. Not because you changed your mind, but because you'd look like a monster for leaving now, or you're about to quit. Suddenly, your boss assigns a critical project. Only you can handle. Or every time you plan to move out, your mother gets a severe headache. Her blood pressure spikes. She needs a doctor. Notice the pattern? The crisis always hits the exact second you're about to make a choice for yourself. Nietzsche wrote that chaos is never random in the hands of a manipulator. A crisis doesn't happen for them to solve a problem. It happens to make you forget your own. When you're panicking, you don't think. You react. And in that reaction, you give up things. Things a calm mind never would. These 7 tactics are happening around you. Every single day. Many people use them unconsciously. They learned them from family or society. But that doesn't make them any less toxic. Nietzsche didn't want you to become paranoid. He wanted you to understand the rules of the game. Understand them so you stop being a pawn on someone else's board. If you want to dive deeper into practical psychology and philosophy, subscribe to Psychoul. Stop letting yourself be controlled.